Hi, this is Yuli, and today we have Jose here with Ledesma Financial, and we're going to talk a little bit about the ERC. And so, what is the ERC and who is it for?
The ERC is the Employee Retention Credit, and that was a credit that was put together for business owners who retained employees during the pandemic.
Okay.
So through 2020 and 2021.
Okay. What are some of the qualifications that they need to have to be able to apply for this credit?
Well, some of the qualifications would be that they would have to have employees, so somebody on payroll, and then the employees cannot be the actual owner or related to the owner. Okay, so they do have to have at least one employee that is not related to them and they were employed during the pandemic.
Okay, and I'm assuming payroll has to do something with it. They have to have some sort of payroll.
Correct. Yeah, they have to have payroll. They can't be a contract laborer. There's a lot of misconception about that if they were paying someone to just help them, but it has to be through payroll.
Got it. All right. What is some of the documents and paperwork that you request of the clients or potential business owners to see if they qualify for these credits?
Well, so in order for us to actually look into it to see how much you do qualify for, there's a few things that we will need. The first and foremost, we will need your revenue breakdown by quarters for 2019, 2020, and 2021. We also need your paychecks per employee broken down per quarter as well, or just by pay periods. We'll need to know if you received a PPP loan, if any of it was forgiven, and when. And that's what we'll need to start. Depending on what we find from that, we may or may not need more documents.
Okay, all right. And what about as far as the process? I mean, I know that y'all have worked with some clients on these credits. Typically, what are y'all seeing? The time frames are different, I'm assuming, based on the size of the business.
Yeah, so the time frame is kind of hard to say right now, only because the IRS is kind of backlogged. But typically, it does take about 16 to 20 weeks to process once the IRS actually starts processing it for the refunds to come through.
Okay, and then as far as the due date, do we have kind of like until funds run out? Is it till a certain year or month?
So again, that's kind of up to the IRS. As of right now, you technically have until, for one of the quarters, until April of 2024. However, the IRS at any point in time can come in and say, hey, we're not doing the ERC anymore. If you turned it in, that's it. So I would say the sooner the better, just so the IRS doesn't have a chance to go in there and basically cut your legs off.